riding, dressage and horses. She's also on the national squad in eventing. And you just never see her. She could serve 5 double faults and then next one serve an ace. She just puts every little mistake behind her, and she never, one of these test riders that just prepares. You watch a corner, straight line, corner, uphill, extended trot. Trying to keep him a little bit more up in front. He's a little bit maybe open and low. And now the half pass. This is a little tricky to judge. It's lost the flexion. It's not particularly sideways with the quarters trailing, so it's not like her not to make a better one. And the one to the left, a little bit the same. Now the halt. She'll be doing everything she can for a square one, which she absolutely nailed. 1, 3, 4. She won't make a mistake. 5, trot. That's what I mean. You know, she fulfills the requirements of every movement. She does not let those judges have one excuse to say it was 5.5 steps or the halt wasn't square or all those little things that make a huge difference. She's just a real natural at it. Now the passage, it's regulated. And the piaffe on the spot. Xanthus isn't always the most energetic soul. He's a big horse. He's a heavy build. He can be a little bit lazy, but she has this ability to spark them up without seeing anything yet. When you put Megan on the hot ones, she has a really great empathy with them and has the ability to put the fire out a bit. So she's a very clever rider, even though she looks like she's doing nothing. She has, I think the skill comes from a natural ability to have a good feel and be good in your timing, when to give and when to take and when to ride forward and when to collect. And she seems to have that gift. Let's have a look at her preparing here for the little bit of a touch with the spur, I would think, to wake Xanthus up a bit. Yeah, and you don't see her do much, and yet it goes from collected walk into passage. It's a great job. She's probably going to beat me. That won't be happy. I'll have to be very quiet in the alleyway tonight. And the way she's going, I think she's going to beat me. He's maybe a little bit low and those things, but by the same token, it was piaffe, clearly on the spot with nice activity, and the transition to passage was clearly piaffe passage. And now we go to the twos. Now, it'll depend on Xanthus about the twos. Sometimes he chooses to be a bit discombobulating the one to the left. We'll see how the first changes and it'll set the scene. Yep, he's right. Yep. Oops, as I said. I shouldn't have said a thing, should I? She'll be smiling on the inside. She's such a lovely girl. You know, she realizes that you learn by your mistakes, you know, and she is a real thinker. And whenever a horse makes a mistake, she thinks why it did it, and she doesn't make that same mistake again. Yep, quite good. He can really do great pirouettes, but they're not. They're the zigzag, 3, and... Oops. A little bit quarters leading. Super sits up really beautifully. She's really good in the bridle. She has a really great instinct when you watch her ride. She really knows that she's going to get killed for fiddling with the reins all the time, but we'll forget that for the moment. Oh, I reckon she might beat me. Oh, well. Looks great, Megan, doing a good job. She's very excited. She got a great score on the Inter 2 yesterday. She got a 65. And she's only done a few Grand Prix on this horse. It was with Blast Largo before. Yeah, like, you know, to get him to go around in a pirouette like that, it's no mean task, and she's doing a super job. Make him sit down, collect him, wait, and turn. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. You know, she's such, for a young rider, she is truly such a talent. I think she's great, and you know, Australia has a lot of those young, really good riders, and they just need the opportunity to find a really good horse, and away you go. You know, if you're a good car driver and you have a fast car, you'll win. Well, there's a lot of good riders just need the opportunity to get a good horse, and she does a great job with Xanthus. Now the Passage, and he can piaffe. Now shorten it, shorten it, shorten it, and woo, and a little bit lazy, but it's still piaffe, and it's still in a good rhythm. And she's patient, and there's no kicking, and super job. Yep. And Xanthus is really wanting to stop. Well done, Megan.